Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to World of Warships. I know it's... Oh god, how long has it been since I've done an actual commentary in this game? No, it's been a long time, but here we are playing at the Arpeggio Blue Steel Kirishima, or ARP Kirishima. And this game was, one, hilarious because of chat, and two, it was also, well, it got me the ARP here, let's just say that much. I can tell you how much damage I scored was over 100,000. And, well, I don't live out to see the final... Well, I wasn't alive, basically, at the end, but we'll see what happens when that comes around. But, today, I'm going to be talking mostly about the gameplay. I might mention the chat now and then, but, right there is actually our big star of the chat, Tiger_King. He's not a bad player. I went on Warships.today. It's a great site, if you're wondering. You can check out other players' stats and stuff like that. I checked out his stats. His stats are... He's got about the same amount of battle as me, so he's been playing this game for a while. And, overall, he's not a bad player. It's just the way that he conducted himself in chat that made me laugh this entire game. But, as you saw there, here's the first one seen. So, of course, everybody's going to be focusing him. And he sailed broadside, which is not a very good thing to do, especially in the Kirov like he is in. He has, like, no armor, and we're all battleships shooting our large caliber AP shells at his broadside, and meanwhile I just did 10,000 damage at Koenig. You know, no problem there. But, yeah, that's the last I'll talk about the chat for the time being, or our stars in the chat. I am also a star in the chat. I talk to him, we'll discuss things, I guess you could say, with him a lot. Yeah, there he goes. There he starts. I will probably enlarge chat and put it on its own little panel, so don't worry if you can't see it. It'll be over there, trust me. But, so now I see this Königsberg, he popped up, and I was like, you know, that's gonna be an easy pin. And it turns out that I get a bunch of overpins. 4, to be exact. And then, there we go, I say mad because he's complaining that since he was sailing broadside to a bunch of battleships, being the first one seen, it's gotta be hacking. He can't, Anybody who's better than him has gotta be a hacker, right? So, here in one of their DDs, I don't know which one it is, decides to go after our Koenig, which, he gets a pretty successful strike. 2 torpedoes out of the 6 fired, that's pretty good in my books. And then, well, I see these planes coming in, so I start maneuvering, thinking that the torps are going to be dropped on that Koenig. Meanwhile, I zoom in and take a shot at this Kaiser, who I also do a substantial amount of damage to, 10,000 right there. Turns out that the torps were not for me, they were actually for the Koenig, so I decide to get my aft swinging around there to avoid them. This also brings me to a broadside on these battleships here, but they don't take the advantage that basically I gave them. So I'm able to get my aft pointed towards them and angle my armor a bit. Meanwhile, this Congo I don't think knows how to shoot. So I'm just gonna, you know, shoot at him. He's at a weird angle, so I didn't expect to do much, but I'll take 3,000 damage to the bow of a Congo any day. So our team's not really doing too hot right now. We've lost a... What did we lose? I don't really know. We lost a battleship and a destroyer already in the match. And it's not even, like, 4 minutes in, so... Basically, that's my team. So I saw that Kaiser, I was about to put some shots towards him, but I'm actually typing right now to our friend Mr. Tiger King. I decided to take that risk, seeing as how I was basically angled to these 2 battleships. I didn't have to worry about that at all. So... typing my long, lengthy paragraph there. And this Congo decides to start turning, so I aim a little bit. I thought the dispersion was going to screw me there, but... Oh, wait, never mind, that's a shot later. This dispersion kind of screwed me there. Gotta love wargaming and RNGs. There's a Minakaze. I saw him thinking that he was within his torp range, but he's not. So I don't have to worry about his torpedoes coming in anytime soon. Now, a good thing about the ARP battleships, I guess you could say, is that they're all Congos, so you get ridiculous range for tier 5. 21.2 clicks stock. That is very, very good. So, I was actually almost able to shoot over there at those guys. Too bad they were like 2 kilometers out of my range, right? Because they're all broadside to me, so it would have been nice. There goes the Kirov getting deleted by an Arkansas beta. Yeah, I'm still typing it. There I am spitting some knowledge at him, not knowing how to spell at the same time. Don't worry about that. I'm not taking English this semester, it's alright. And then he just keeps getting saltier and saltier. So, here's this Minakaze. He's getting within torp range, but I can see those torps dropped right there. They're for the Bogue. Those are from him. Meanwhile, he gets deleted by the Murmansk torpedoes. I don't know how you die from torpedoes from Murmansk in a Minakaze. That's just sad, really. You should stop playing the you should just uninstall at that point. That's... Yeah, and meanwhile, Tiger King in the chat there is calling us presumptuous assholes for, you know, spitting facts at him when he's obviously not. And then he's saying that we don't know what happened, and we are returning with, we saw him get almost deleted. And then he starts bringing up that I called him a kid. Which I did call him a kid because he's acting like a child right now. Meanwhile, doing 2,000 damage to that Kaiser with 2 overpins. If you see there on the right, I actually got a penetration, but for some reason, sometimes you get penetrations that do no damage, so... I don't know, whatever. Must just, like, go through the dining hall or something like that. You don't need that, it's not vital. Alright, here's more shots at this Congo. Dispersion is good on those shells. Too bad they bounce off the side of the turret. Meanwhile, my front guns are now loaded, and he's starting... Or my rear guns, I should say. He's starting to turn a little bit broadside, so I aim forward towards the bow, thinking that I could penetrate through there, which I do, knocking out one of his gun turrets. He fires HE in return, hits my belt armor, and does no damage. Looking in hindsight, I probably should have shot at that Kaiser instead of the Congo, seeing as how the Kaiser was broadside to me at the time, but... Yeah, they do say hindsight is 20/20. Meanwhile, the Congo is turning full broadside onto me right now, so I decided to throw some shells his way, hoping to get a Citadel, which I don't, but still 8,000 damage is nothing to complain about. Meanwhile, there are some more very tightly gripped shots. I was actually really upset that wasn't a Citadel, but the damage I did in total was equal to a Citadel, so I can't really complain there. And that Congo is pretty much dead, killed by the Bogue. So now what's left over here is the Kaiser, which, to be completely honest with you, I don't know what I do with him. I don't think I continue to engage him, but I don't really do much else to him, I don't think. I don't know. It's funny, I literally just played this game, and I'm recording this the day that I played it because tomorrow is 5.1.1, so there's an update there, and well, all these replays are going to be useless, so I thought I might as well get the good ones out and do whatever. That one shell that flew off by itself I thought was going to hit, but it didn't. So it turns out the Kaiser's slowing down to a stop and turning out at the same time a little bit, so I don't really know what he's thinking there. So we're going to line up more shots here once my guns get reloaded. Another good thing about these basically Congos is that their reloads are not very slow, but they're not very fast. 30 seconds is alright. I know some battleships have 25-ish. Some have 20 if you're German, because those German guns are great. Now, if you look on the map, there is a destroyer right in front of me. I have not noticed this in-game. I was too busy being focused on that Kaiser. And, well, the destroyer actually doesn't become a nuisance at all. He actually, you'll see it here in a second, becomes my first kill. I don't even realize that I killed him until I do. That Isyaslav, which is the DD in front of me, actually kills our Arkansas beta, but then I get within secondaries range. Yet again, still not seeing him. I didn't even notice my secondaries going off. First salvo from them hits him. He was in smoke, and my secondaries killed him. And here I am just panning around thinking, what just happened? How did I just kill a ship? With secondaries. I didn't even notice there was a ship there. And meanwhile, that Kaiser is now dead. Racked up to 63,500 damage now, so that's pretty good in my book. I mean, I would not be happy to... Well, shit. What am I saying? I would be happy to walk away with that result. Especially with how... Well, our teams have been kind of even, but I kind of knew from the start we weren't going to win this. And that's, by the way, what happens. So here comes the fun part of the battle. A duel between me and this ARP Congo. Or this ARP Congo and I should say. And this Clemson, but the Clemson doesn't really do much. The Clemson actually does something really funny later that I will point out, and we will point and laugh at him. But, so I knew that the Clemson was going to have torps in, so I'd rather take plain torpedoes than Clemson torpedoes, because they do less damage. So, I beach myself, avoid the Clemson torpedoes, take 2 of the plane torpedoes, I think, while citadeling this Congo. The Congo almost kills me. He brings me down to 3,000 health, but my 2 citadels beats his 2 citadels. So, there's that. And then this Clemson, running out of things to do, starts firing at me. He does the right thing in the first place. He fires HE, which is very smart of him. But then, he does something really dumb. And we are all going to point and laugh. Ready for it? That was armor piercing. At the bow of a Congo. From a Clemson. Yeah, it's not going to do much there, bub. Ding, ding, ding. He did 1,000 damage. That's good for him. He probably would have done that if he fired HE. He probably would have started a fire as well. Which probably would have killed me. But, whatever, whatever. So, here's this Koenig over here. I decide to line up some shots on him, see if I could get some more damage done this game. But he decides to slow down whenever I fire. I don't know if he's noticed that I fired, or he just decided to slow down for some reason, but all I get is 1 pin that does no damage. I also see this Omaha here, thinking that, well, the Omaha's going to be easier to kill, I'm going to go after him. So start heading around this island, well, trying to put more shots on this Koenig, or however you're supposed to pronounce it. I don't know, I don't speak German. So, I'll line up my rear guns, throw some shells his way, don't think they're gonna hit. And, well, I think we can all tell where this is going. I'm not going to be able to torpedo beat these. Or this one, I should say. So, knowing that I have flooding and I will die very soon, I do my last-ditch effort of getting my guns on this Omaha to see if I can just kill him. Just delete him from this game. So I fire off my shells. And they all miss. Because I'm good at this game. So now, I just sit here. Typing in, well, basically looking at chat because I have been paying attention to the game. And not, the chat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was calling me slanderous names and things of that nature, but, well, what can we do, right? So, I think I'm typing something right now because I'm not really doing much. And, well, we'll just let chat play out for the rest of the game. Apparently we were insulting him on personal levels. Here I'm saying that I never insulted him, really, until he started insulting us. I was just wondering why, just because he died, he had to be a hack. And then, again, apparently we called him stupid, but, you know, it's the first time. Meanwhile, there's actually a second conversation going on. I have no idea what they're talking about. I don't know, it's weird. Apparently Tiger King thinks that we are like 12 and can't say anything without insulting him. Which, well, most of my stuff has not been insulting. The first one, mad 'cause bad, people can take as an insult, but I was meaning it more of a joke, really. I do that to most people who put accusations in this game. To me, you can't really hack in this game. Unless you do like unlimited health and things of that nature, you can't really hack. Aim assist, yes, I think they're cheap, and you shouldn't use them, but the thing is, to quote a World of Warships streamer slash YouTuber, Flamu, anybody who's decent at this game has an aim assist. It's called their head. And they know where to aim their shells. Just because they are good shots does not mean that they are hacking. And also, he said that any person who is decent at this game could beat somebody who's using the aim hack any day. But, well, that was that battle.